Alright, so last time that we left off, you guys had just gotten back to Silverglass after having been in the forests and mountains surrounding Silverglass, chasing down Ling Wei, your halfling, more of a traveling companion at this point, someone just to keep you company. He's proven to be a little less than capable. He got captured by werewolves, nearly eaten. You guys rescued him just in the nick of time. You get back to Silverglass. Nira and Perry, you guys went off to deliver this former werewolf that you guys had captured, Vermirion. You are trying to deliver him to Bela Ambershard, the captain of the guard here in Silverglass. Except it's still like 2 in the morning. She's still asleep. You were told it'll be a couple of hours. Just wait out here. The rest of you went back to the Hungry Bear Lodge. You happened to find a bomb that would have set the entire place ablaze. You handily disabled it. I can't remember. Did you guys keep all of the components? Did you keep just the...
I think we have them all so far.
Okay.
We'll decide what to do with them later. We're tossing some ideas around.
I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And after catching a good night's sleep, Nyx was very excited to make breakfast for everybody. And kind of thinking about her mom a little bit when she received a note to go to the monastery. At the monastery, especially called by the tolling of the bell, you found out that someone had been murdered. Someone very near and dear to a party member. I believe we left off in the monastery. Nyx, you'd just barely talked to Master Dox when he told you that Sadie had been killed.
Yeah, Nyx kind of just stands there in shock a little bit.
Except we're going to jump over to Nira and Perry for just a moment.
You can't even let me have my reaction. I'll just... Okay,
dying inside.
Oh!
It'll be worth it, trust me.
I'm mentally exploding.
You had a difficult week, didn't you?
Actually, no, I forgot. And I purposely did that because for me it's a more sincere reaction if it's just like right there. That's my reaction. Versus I think about it for days. Anyway, sorry. Back in here.
Alright. So, Nira and Perry, you guys are just sitting outside the guard shack. I can't remember, did you let them take Vermirion into a cell, or are you just keeping him with you?
I think we were waiting last we were told.
Okay.
And he was like rolling his eyes at our conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Morning approaches. Vermirion has left. Not left. He's fallen asleep. I was going to say left consciousness, but that's not exactly true. He's fallen asleep fitfully on and off. You guys were doing your thing. Morning approaches. It's been more than a couple of hours. What are you guys doing?
Perry probably would have let Nira drift off if she needed to, and kept watch and meditated if he had a chance.
Okay. Nira, are you doing anything special as the hours start to drag on?
I probably would have, if Perry was willing, rested a little bit so I wasn't up all night.
Okay. As morning approaches, the sun starts to peek over the horizon. A rather burly-looking guard approaches you. And what have we got here today? I haven't even checked into work yet, and I've got people learning outside my office.
Is he someone I recognize?
You do recognize him. He's pretty high-ranking in the guard, not necessarily the highest ranking. He's about 4th or 5th in command, last time you remember. But burly even for a dwarf. He's got some muscle mass behind him.
I'm Paladin Miramore, waiting to visit with Bela.
Haven't you heard?
No.
Bela's been out sick lately. She's left this particular guard shack to me.
How sick? How long has this been going on for?
Only a few days. She's some sort of the flu or something. Right, proper timing, I might say.
Yeah, so hypothetically
Why is
speaking...
that? Why is that good timing?
Oh, it's more sarcasm on my part. The city's been reduced to rubble in certain parts with that blasted portal.
Yeah.
And all the riffraff that pops up. The city's just been in chaos.
Yeah, we helped with that previously. I was hoping it had improved. I'm guessing not.
It's getting better, but it's a long road to get back to where we were pre-portal.
Okay, well, I think I should go visit Bela, but in the meantime, do you mind if we come in and speak to you privately?
Certainly. Is this your prisoner? He gestures to Vermirion.
Yes, he is.
He's our friend, just generic bad guy.
All right. What you say we lock him up, get him in a proper cell instead of out here on the street, and you and I can have a little chat.
That sounds good.
Excellent, excellent. He snaps at one of the guards. So you.
First though, you don't recognize this guy, right?
Not. I know you. You're the you run that out, and he's pointing and snapping his finger. It's like the Hungry Wolf Lodge, isn't it?
Yeah, Hungry Bear Lodge.
Oh, that's the place. That's the place.
It's a good place, right? Yeah.
What did he do that you've decided to arrest him?
That's what we need to talk about in private.
Yeah, we'll take this inside. Just wanted to check, see what you knew beforehand.
All right, well let's get him properly put away. Oinka! He snaps at one of the guards, who is quite heavy in size, especially for a dwarf. Oinka, get over here! Get this man, taken care of. Get him down to the cell. As he starts to lead you inside, you hear a bell tolling, coming from the monastery. Do you choose to go in, or do you want to investigate the bell?
I am
Would we-
concerned about the bell, but
Would we know enough about the bell tolling to know that it means anything?
Both of you are originally from Silverglass.
More or less.
More or less. I would say that it's rare to hear the bells from the monastery. It's usually either something very good or something very, very bad.
Harry will be like, what's the occasion?
The occasion?
The bells.
They must be calling all the monks. Something big must have happened there. Or is happening. Or will happen. Who knows? Who knows with them monks?
Harry will look to Nira to kind of like, hey, should we go talk to her?
I think we should go, but we should make sure that Vermirian's taken care of fairly first, quickly, if possible.
Certainly, certainly.
All right, here's the deal.
Are we inside yet?
He is leading you inside of the office. I am going to cut there. We'll jump back to the other group.
Okay.
For the sake of argument, we'll say that you guys are having a very productive conversation with him, explaining... You know, actually, we'll come back to you guys. I want to have that conversation with you.
Okay.
Back to the other group. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. I pushed a button on my mouse. Didn't do anything. Good.
That's what you get for having a fancy mouse.
I know. It makes it so easy to double-click.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Back to you guys. Let's actually do this one here.
I was gonna say this is the good time for violins. The background.
I'm trying to look, and I don't have
Okay.
sad violin.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. No worries. Just that came to mind.
You're good.
Yeah, I don't really have sad violins. I'm sorry. Okay. Back to you guys.
I'm guessing that's us.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Nyx is just gonna be a little shell shocked and then eventually probably just like drop to her knees and just be staring at the ground.
Dragon's gonna reach down and put his hand on her shoulder and say, I'm so sorry.
I'm guessing, yeah, we got there.
Yeah, you guys have gotten there. Master Dox has been pulled away just as you guys were approaching. He's been pulled away for something, some form of business in the monastery.
Wait, what? Nyx, what happened?
Oh,
Okay.
don't ask me.
Okay. Well, we saw Docs. I'm gonna look at the... Oh no, I think I handed it back. Never mind, I don't have the letter anymore. Oh boy.
And Nyx is gonna put her head on the ground and then just like slump. It's like a what is that yoga pose? Child's
Yeah.
pose. But like no arms, just head on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna
Gonna start sobbing to herself.
kneel down next to her, just like wrap my tail around her and put my arm around her. I'm so sorry. This is...
I feel terrible.
This is not good. I didn't think... I mean, I should have thought, but I didn't even... I was so worried about my own thing.
I didn't think it would actually happen.
Around you in the monastery, you see lots of monks. Various levels of training, various levels of their apprenticeships. Some are mourning. You can tell especially who the kitchen staff is, because they're distraught by this. Absolutely distraught. Some aren't entirely sure what's going on. Others have heard, but it doesn't seem to matter to them.
Has anyone noticed us so far?
People have started to clump into groups, it would seem. But go ahead and make a perception check to just to scan the crowd.
Okay, perception. Let's see. Dirty 20.
Okay. A couple people have noticed you, but they look more concerned about what are these people from outside the monastery doing in here. Not so much, oh, I recognize you.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore everybody else and just hug Nyx a little bit more till she's okay to move.
Yeah, Nyx is gonna be like kind of talking to herself, like I just got her, I just got parents. Now one of them's dead. I just got parents. Anyway, just kind of muttering to herself between her tears, kind of thing.
Okay, well, Oriana might be crying a little bit now.
I'm gonna walk away because I don't deal good with grief, so I'm just gonna detach myself and observe in the corner.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nyx. I don't know what to say. What do you... I'm gonna look at Dragon, because I don't know what do you say?
And Nyx is totally content to just be in a heap on the floor all day.
There's nothing you
done.
can say.
Barnabas, let's have you make a perception check.
I wish there were.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, 19.
19. Okay. You notice pretty much what I've explained to Oriana. People noticing that you guys are outsiders from the monastery. A couple of them do notice Nyx. They don't seem to make have really any concern about it. For the most part, you guys are being ignored.
Can I get her some water or something?
Do we want to move somewhere a little more,
Yeah, private?
maybe up to the offices? Nyx?
I
Is
can just
Nyx...
carry her.
I was like, is Nyx, can I lift her up and hand her to Dragon, or is she gonna be upset at that?
Oh, Nyx is just a limp noodle. Just
Okay, I'll pick her up and hand her to Dragon. Let's
I'll
go
carry her up.
Let's go up to the offices, out of the way. And, yeah.
Okay. As you head up to the offices, as you're on the stairs, you start to hear voices. You recognize them as Mistress Chandrell and Master Dox, and a couple others that you haven't heard before. Nyx, you would know them as other higher ups. More no name higher ups in the monastery.
Yeah, Nyx doesn't notice anything. She just is in a little ball in Dragon's arms and just doesn't care.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, come on.
Chandrell, you can hear Chandrell saying, "Now, how did this happen?" Doc says, "I really have no clue. This comes out of the blue. We're not. I know we're all supposed to be well trained here about how to protect ourselves and others, but it just comes out of the blue. And to the kitchen staff haven't been trained."
Oh, at this, oh my gosh, Nyx blink and just like jumps out of Dragon's arms and jumps up and is like shaking Master Dox's robes. What happened?
He looks at you and says, "Nyx, we're having a very important conversation here we're trying to figure out what exactly happened."
Have we heard this as well? Since I'm guessing Nyx heard, we probably heard since we're right there.
Yes, you guys. This conversation's happening in front of you guys.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk up to...
We might have information, Master Doctor, if you'd be willing to share what you know with us.
Well,
Yes.
I'll be with you in just a moment. Just wait inside my office, please.
All right, Nix, let's wait for a minute. I'm gonna try and guide her away, if she will move.
Nyx is sneaking the heck out of this conversation and is going to try and, wherever there's a hiding spot, just sit and then have her ear as close as she can.
For what it's worth, notably, Master Inu is not there.
Yeah,
You have a pretty good idea where he is, but he's notably not there. As you are entering his office, Master Doc says, "And please stay out of my drawers." And
yeah.
turns
No
back,
problem. No problem.
turns back to the group and says, "Look, someone needs to tell Master Inu. He's down at the gauntlet. He's been there a lot lately. Honestly, it's left a lot to us." I'm not saying, Mr. Strander, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. I'm just saying we need to let him know. I know you have your ways of contacting him. I have mine. I've tried to contact him, but this is just not a good time for me. Admittedly, I'm a little shaken, but one of our own is dead. It's just not supposed to happen. One of the other voices says, "We know it's not supposed to happen. You said this over and over, and she's just a cook, lad. She's just a cook." Doc replies, I understand, she's one of the help, but she's one of us. When you work here, even as a cook, you're family. Maybe I see it a little bit more than you do, but we're family here. I need to go and talk to Nyx and let her know what's going on. She seems very shaken up by this. And Chandrel says, "I agree, there's nothing further that we can discuss." Names, I need names.
Steve.
Tim.
And it's a good name, too.
Stanley.
Lila de Ver, will you
Oh.
please go to the kitchen staff and try and see if you can get a description? Shouldn't be too hard. Most of them saw it. Get a description. Figure out what's happened. Rest of you, dismissed. I will contact Mr. Inu. A short few seconds later, Master Dox is entering his office, alone, to talk
Oh yeah,
with you
Nyx
guys.
has like scuttled in there, sneakily, not the.
Master Dox walks over to his desk, opens a drawer, and opens a hidden compartment in that drawer, and pulls out a small flask. He goes to a corner of the room and just plops down. No dignity. Plops down.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to offer my condolences to him. I'm so sorry. And just say that because she doesn't want to say too much, but
I mean, if it
Yeah,
had
Nyx
been...
is gonna run over and ask what's going on.
What's going on?
If it had been literally anybody else, this would still be a bad day, but for Sadie to be killed, it's... he uncorks the flask. Nyx, you can smell something very, very potent in there. He takes a long draw off of this flask.
Yeah, monks normally don't drink, so this is a bad day.
yeah.
He says,
What?
from what we understand, one of the kitchen staff, or possibly just one of the general servants, went down to the kitchen staff as they were preparing breakfast and just stabbed Sadie in the back repeatedly.
You said one of the kitchen staff
I don't.
stabbed her?
Details are still a little scattered and a little unknown.
Okay.
Who was this person?
We don't know. Trust me, if we knew, they'd be dead already.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, what leads do we have?
The kitchen
I
staff are
just-
being asked what they remember, what has shaken loose. A lot of them have become a little tight-lipped, as you can understand.
Well, so this was just a few minutes ago? Or how long ago was this?
Maybe 20 minutes ago?
Oh gosh. Okay. That's even worse. 'Cause we were here and we could have done something about it. Anyway, the next is gonna.
Can't we cast resurrect?
I don't know.
Yes. Well,
a
is
cleric
is
has been
Resurrect-
sent for. They should be here
Okay.
any minute.
Wait. So there's still hope.
Yes.
We're hanging on to that.
Where is she? Where is she right now?
She's still down in the kitchen. There's
Oh,
a
no,
pounding
hold
on the
on.
door.
Hold on, Nix.
Okay. Nix is like starts going in that direction.
No. I'm gonna just kind of grab her gently and be like, hold on. No. Not yet.
There is a pounding on the door.
Okay.
Master Dox gets up rather quickly, leaves the flask where he was sitting, but runs to the door, pulls it open, and you see a couple of clerics.
Oh,
They say, "Oh, we've understand that there is a dead body. You need revivified."
Nix interrupts them, grabs one of them by the hand, and tries to drag him out the door. Go this way.
Nix!
wait. No, Nix. I don't know if you want to go down there. Let them do their thing.
I don't care.
I don't think you
Master-
should do that.
Master Dox says, "Nix, please, let me handle this."
Okay.
You can follow
And she's
behind,
gonna just sit in the corner.
but let me handle this.
Okay.
Follow me,
Fidgeting
please.
and-
He leads the clerics down. If you guys would like to follow, you can.
I will, but staying a little behind, and I'm gonna
Keep a
ask.
little bit of distance, but yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
respectful distance, and I'm gonna ask Dragon. Were clerics able to save, or did they try and save any of the people when your home was attacked? Did it work?
Did not.
Okay. And I'm just gonna
For
squeeze
my
his-
brother, he was beyond our. He was beyond elven medicine.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna squeeze his arm and then watch Nyx to make sure she doesn't run in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, it's taking everything for Nix not to run ahead of the group. And she's just like fidgeting with her hands, with her hair, like with her clothes, and just like trying to
Okay.
not do anything rash.
You're led to a section of the monastery that, Nix, even you haven't been to much. It's kind of a back way down to the kitchens from the offices. And that's where we're going to jump on over to the other group.
Oh man,
Okay.
killing you guys over here.
Yeah.
Almost literally.
This dwarf guard sits down heavily in a high-backed chair. Says, "All right, well, what exactly can I do for you? If you're waiting for Captain Ambershard, something must be pretty important."
It is. It's a matter of honor. It's a matter of fair treatment. Making sure that in the chaos and all that's happening, that there's fair treatment for an individual that is troubled. shall we say.
All right. I mean, we do what we can, of course. What kind of trouble are you talking about?
Yes, I hope that you'll still feel that way when I tell you the kind of trouble that this gentleman is in.
So, how do you like puppies?
They're mutts, really. I don't have much use for them, but they can be cute. They can be trouble causers.
What about wolves, hypothetically speaking?
Me personally, how do I feel about wolves? I don't like them much, to be honest. They're a little too smart for their own good.
Okay, yeah. Well, what do you think would happen if you mixed, hypothetically speaking, a person with a wolf?
A werewolf.
I don't want to, name names or anything, but sure. But, you said it. Werewolf. How do you feel about werewolves?
They're ungodly creatures. Not saying they all deserve death.
So we caught this man in the middle of some white collar crime, forgery, whatnot. Turns out he, struggled to keep up with the bills with his establishment. So he thought he could, double up on some dues. We're gonna be back perhaps later.
By becoming a werewolf, yay? Is that what you're insinuating?
Oh no, not at all. No. I just like to find out where people sit on that topic. It's kind of a hot topic these days.
Let's have you make a bugger.
A bull crap check.
Persuasion.
That's officially
What's
snooty.
what's the opposite of deception? Thank you.
Yeah,
Deception. Let's have you make a deception check.
I like Matt's version better.
yeah. I'm full of it. Full of it, check.
Let's see, 17.
17. He gives you a narrow look, but doesn't say anything. He instead looks directly at Nira and says, "Now what exactly? I'm asking you, not your friend over there.
I am offended.
What exactly is this man accused of? Now remember, I'm a guard. I can lie. You, on the other hand, are a paladin.
That's correct.
What is he
And
charged
as a paladin, I'm going to look him in the eyes. A little bit, a little bit scary.
Pulling rank.
And stand up straight a little bit. This man is charged with, well, he was a werewolf, and we've cured him.
No, that's a little different, if you've cured him. I appreciate your honesty. But just for kicks and giggles, let's have you make a persuasion check.
$23.
23. Yeah. Says, I appreciate your honesty. Now, I may not like werewolves myself. However, I still believe that they deserve justice. You say you've cured this one.
That's correct.
How did you cure him?
It was Dragon that did it, right?
I think
Yes.
it's remove curse.
Yes.
Remove
Uh,
curse. Interesting. All right. Well, he will excuse me. He will need to be questioned for sure. Of course, I'll need any evidence that you've got against him, any testimonies that you can give. But I'll do my best to see that he gets a fair trial.
I would very much appreciate that he's treated fairly. His
And if you'd rather, I know this is what you wanted to talk to Bela about, yes?
That's correct. I'm
All right.
concerned with some of the guards in the city that would mistreat him.
I tell you what. In appreciation for your honesty, I'll hold off on any judgments or anything like that. We'll just hold this fella. When Bela gets back, I'll ask if she can take it on. You seem to trust her. If she can, she'll take it on. If not, I'll give the best trial I can.
I would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it much if you made sure that while he's in your care, he is fed and not abused by those who might have unjust feelings towards werewolves.
I will see to it that I can. Furthermore, he looks at you, Perry, and says, "I tell him your little white bluff. That's what he's in there for. The rest of the guards shouldn't know the difference.
That sounds perfect.
Have we an accord?" And he holds out a very large, hairy, meaty hand.
Yep.
Are these terms acceptable to you?
They are acceptable, and I will give him a very firm, strong handshake.
Very good. And he returns a very firm handshake. He says, "Very good. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
And I think that should be it.
Very good. If you would, please, just... I'm assuming you have enough people what can write that have testimonies, right?
That's correct.
Very good. Write down your depositions, have them sent here, or deliver them yourself. I'll be sure to go through them when the captain is back.
Wonderful. Can you tell me, is Bela at her home residence at the moment?
I'm afraid I can't disclose that information.
Has she been cared for?
She is being cared for, yes.
Please make sure that she's thoroughly cared for. There are some things happening that I'm concerned for her safety.
She is being thoroughly looked after. Don't you worry about that.
Wonderful.
If you'd like, you can insight check him.
I do want to insight check him. I do. Ah, that was not a good roll. 9.
9.
Oh, 10, sorry. I
Okay.
can count. 10.
Yeah, he seems like he's not telling you everything, but you're not entirely sure what he's not telling you.
Okay.
Can I insight check the bell ringing?
Sure. It'll be a fairly high DC to insight check an inanimate object, but
Well, maybe I have like a feeling, like, I don't know about that. It's a 21.
it's a 20.
Of course.
The bell has stopped tolling. You get the sense? Yeah, they were calling all the monks to the monastery. You don't have a good feeling about this.
Bad feeling about this.
I'm assuming Nyx told you what she was promised, right? Nyx, did you tell them? How much did you tell them? I can't. I'm struggling to remember off the top of my head.
Oh, I've shared everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know.
So, Perry, maybe it's the horns on your head and your recently revealed lineage. Maybe it's something else. But you do remember Nyx talking about that. Talking about what Orcus said. And it's just
Like,
it's just a funny feeling right now.
Mira, I feel like we need to go check that out.
Okay, we'd better go. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for serving community, honor, justice, all that. You know, the usual.
You as well. Give him a nod and then we'll head out the door.
He settles down and looks at the stack of paperwork. Says, "Bahamut help me."
Good luck.
All right, so you guys are heading to the monastery. So we'll jump over to the other group.
Okay.
All right, you guys start heading down a long bunch of stairs, maybe 30 feet worth of stairs, into a tiled section, where you smell different foods that have been cooked, breads, some meats, not much. Other breakfast-related foods. It's kind of an eerie feel, especially for you, Nyx. You're not used to seeing this place empty and devoid of life. There's usually people hustling around, bustling around, Sadie barking orders, people running in, people running out. It's usually a pretty busy place. The ovens that have been used for baking the bread, they're still warm. They're still very warm. All the bread has been pulled out of them, though, thankfully. Other than being devoid of life, this place is just about a disaster zone. If you can imagine a full-scale kitchen cooking for close to 1,000 people suddenly being abandoned. There's overturned pots, oatmeal dripping down off of one of the counters onto the floor. Everything is in disarray. At the far side of the kitchen, there's a step stool and a small body, crumpled over, sitting in a puddle of blood.
Oh. Yeah, Nyx is gonna run over and be like, and just like, I don't know, try to turn her over, pat her cheeks.
As you start running over, the clerics immediately start heading that direction. They push Master Dox aside respectfully and hurry over there. One of them turns to you, female cleric, an elf. Elven female cleric, very fine hair, very fair features, puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Let us handle this. This is our specialty." And she gives you a weak smile and says, "Everything will be okay."
Yeah, you better make it okay. Yeah, you better. Like,
she turns to Master Dox and says, "Approximately when did this happen?" Master Dox replies, "By my best reckoning, maybe 20-25 minutes ago." The clerics look at each other and say, "This will take resurrection."
Can I go up to Nyx and just take her, I don't know, her hand maybe, and just hold it, just so she knows, just to keep her grounded a little bit.
Yeah,
As
I'll take it and just say, oh, like, they can do it. They can do it. She'll be fine. She'll be fine, right? She'll be fine.
as one cleric is checking vital signs, just ensuring that Sadie is indeed dead. The other one turns to the group. Nyx, the one that talked to you. She says, with the soul being dead for as long as it has, we will need to perform a resurrection spell. This is a very powerful spell, and is very difficult to cast. And I'm sorry to say it, but we will also need a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold. That is to focus the energy that we use
Okay.
to bring this individual back to life.
Do we have
Can
to
I give you 1,000 gold?
Yeah, we can.
It's they need the
It's
gem
not-
itself.
It's not the gold, it's the diamond of exceptional purity.
Do we have one?
Do we have one?
Uh,
I don't have one.
I'm
listed in
checking
our-
mine. I don't have.
I had a ruby once. That would not have helped. Did we
Well,
have any gems
where-
we've collected?
Where's the jeweler?
Where can we get one? We have enough resources. We just need to find one.
Yeah.
Where can we get one in the city?
Master Docs says, "Hey, I will send for one immediately."
Oh, okay.
And
Do you want us to pay for it?
I mean, if you're willing, but we'll discuss that later. We'll settle up later. Hey, he snaps his hand into the air, and immediately a servant in black robes is right there by his side. And Master Docs tells him, "We need a diamond worth at least 1,000. Take what you need out of the coffers. Go get it. Bring it here immediately."
And Nyx is gonna rummage through her bags and take out her Alexandrite gem and say, and like offer it to him. Would this be okay? Would this be enough?
You're very
It's
sweet,
not a form
but
of payment. It's not a
But
form
we
of
really-
payment. It's the material.
we really need a diamond.
Okay, fine. Just put it back.
Is there anything else we can do to help in the meantime?
I'm afraid there's nothing we can do until the diamond is brought to us.
Nyx is gonna run and see if she can find a blanket or like put clothes
Yeah.
underneath her head and like
Maybe cover her
Okay.
for now.
Yeah.
So
Cover
while the diamond is being recovered, that's what you guys are doing. Is there anything else that you guys are trying to do?
I'm going to look around for any signs of.
I'm gonna
The-
cast Detect Evil.
I'm gonna look for Orcus's symbol around the room just to see if there's anything or anyone. Just glance at what I can and look to see if the mark's there while Dragon's casting his spell.
Okay. Oriana, let's have you make an investigation check, Dragon, as you cast Detect Evil, you said?
I don't think I have Detect Evil now that I think about it. All I have is Detect Magic.
Well, oh,
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. I can protection from good and evil, but so I guess Detect Magic. I'll
Okay.
cast.
All right. As you cast, excuse me, you hear a coughing. You hear a coffin.
oh dear.
I'm sorry. Bad.
And then
bad
I'm going to
joke.
look all over. Then I'm going to look all over the murder scene to
What?
see if I can see any magical traces.
All right. Oriana, we'll get to you in a minute. Dragon, as you cast Detect Magic, you're looking all over. You don't see anything that would indicate magic currently in use here. Oriana, you start to investigate the crime scene. You try to find any sort of indication that this was Orcus, or any sort of indication of who the perpetrator was.
Yeah,
And-
Nyx kind of wants to investigate the room as well, or just see if there's any clues or anything like that.
Okay, let me finish. But while I'm finishing, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Oriana, even with that high of a roll, being motivated to help try and figure out what happened to one of your closest friends' parents, you're unable to find anything in this in the scuffle that ensued as people ran out of the room.
Okay.
There's no clear footprints necessarily. You don't see any particular pattern.
That's okay.
This is one of the cleanest, messiest crime scenes that could ever be imagined. It does give you an idea of how to hide your tracks next time you decide to go thieving.
Well, okay. That's fine. That's understandable. In this case, though, I'm going to... Is it alright if I say she's going to keep an eye out to look for anyone coming or going, or who's there, to just look and see if she can see the mark on them? Would that be okay?
Yeah. I will say, as the clerics both pull their hair up, you do glance at their necks. Their necks are fine. There's no mark of the cult.
Okay.
So you're good there. The only
Docs
other
too?
people... Yeah, docs as well. The only other people in the room are you guys, Master Docs, and the two clerics.
Okay, if anyone else comes in, I'll see if she can check them as well.
Okay. Soon enough, the servant returns. It's about 30 minutes. Nyx, you're being as grief-stricken as you are, seeing... You never thought that this could happen to you, but it did. You didn't think Orcus could bring about the destruction of one or both of your parents, but the evidence sitting on the floor in front of you is a little overwhelming. For a time you can't even think, you can't even stand.
Yeah, Nyx will kind of go back to just like being by Sadie's side and just give up. Like, nope, okay, I'm useless right now.
Master Dox does come and put his arm around you and whispers in your ear very gently. Says, "We still have each other. No matter what happens, we still have each other."
This is true. This is very true. And give him a hug.
Fairly soon, the servant returns and presents not a huge diamond, but one that's maybe half the size of a fist. And he declares it to be the largest diamond of the purest quality that he could find. That cost a little over 1,200 gold. One of the clerics takes it and then says, "I have some bad news."
Mm-hmm. What?
One of the risks of doing this. If the soul is free, and wandering. There's a chance this could work. There's always a chance that this could fail. The soul must be free and willing. If the soul has been trapped in any sort of a gem or
That's right, knife.
or some sort of a prison of arcane nature, any arcane nature, this ritual will fail. The diamond will be consumed, but it is no guarantee that this ritual will work.
Can I ask the cleric, will you be able to tell if it fails because the soul is trapped?
No. I will not know if it fails because the soul is just not willing, or the soul is just not free. All we'll know is that it didn't work. Do you still wish me to continue?
Yes, definitely yes.
Very well. The cleric kneels by Sadie's side. Says, please, I need some room to work.
Okay, Nyx will kind of like back up.
And Master Dox is already trying to pull you back a little bit. And the cleric begins to chant. Before we get to that, though, we're actually going to jump back to Perry and Nira. I would argue that they've gotten here before, or in the 30 minutes. What are you guys doing as you enter into the monastery? What is your goal?
Perry's goal is to keep his head down because he knows what happens when people in the monastery notice him. But also try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. Nira, are you doing anything special?
I'm keeping my eye out, and with there being concern, I'm automatically checking for anyone that looks like Orcus and anyone that looks suspicious.
Okay. Let's have the both of you make perception checks.
19.
19?
You said perception?
Yes.
20.
20? Okay. Perry, by looking around, it's kind of difficult to tell exactly what's happened, but you do capture little snippets of conversation. I heard it was one of the cooks. And someone else says, no, it was the head cook. Oh, what was her name? Someone else. You hear in a different group whispering, was this a murder? Was it one of us? Was it an outside job? I hear one of the cooks just snapped into the head cook's regime. You know she runs a tight ship. And the one that he's whispering to rubs the back of his head and says, oh, believe me, I know. Someone else that you hear whispers, I heard it was a black hooded figure with flames for eyes. No one says, oh, you're up in the night. That's a lot of people wear black robes here. And if you got flames for eyes, how can you see? You hear someone else say, no, this isn't real. This is just a drill. They've been preparing us for battle. Now they're trying to see how quickly we respond. It's just it can't be anything. It's just a drill. Nira, you're looking around for signs of Orcus, correct?
Yes, or anyone that looks like a Rakshasa in hiding.
Okay. Was that a nat 20 that you rolled?
No, it
Okay.
was
Just thought I'd check.
yeah.
You don't see anybody that could be a Rakshasa in hiding. Good thing to check for, though. You're also, granted, there are a lot of people here.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to check everybody to see if they belong to Orcus or not, but from what you're able to see, no one here is. Most everyone is wearing white robes, or some are wearing orange robes. Some even have yellow. The orange robes you notice are similar to what Nyx wears. You do see the occasional black-robed figure, maybe 1 in 10, that seems to be administering to the needs of any of the monks. I will say, for the both of you, you do notice kind of a gathering of people, 2 gatherings of people. One closer towards the offices, and one closer towards one of the sides, where you see a covered area with lots of tables and a small building.
Perry will ninja vanish and go check it out.
Okay. I'm not going to have you worry about stealth,
Okay.
because there's a lot of people here that aren't looking for you.
Mhm.
And you roll high anyway, so
Right. It's at least 23.
yeah, it's at least 23. Which group were you going to go look at?
So there were 2. One was where and one was where?
One that's more by the eating area, by the kitchens, cafeteria, for lack of a better phrase, and then one that's more by the offices. They're on 2 different walls of 2 adjacent but different walls of this main area.
Well, since they're talking about the cook, and I think Perry does remember that that's Nyx's something, he's gonna go to the kitchen room.
Okay. Are you wanting to venture all the way down into the kitchens? You don't, as you're scouting around the dining area, you don't see anything. There's people sitting, there's people standing, milling about generally. Nothing that would indicate that there's trouble, other than the rumors that you're hearing whispered about. Rumors of somebody being stabbed, somebody just dying. Various horrible, horrifying deaths. The rumor mill is definitely working overtime right now.
I'm gonna get close enough to hear with the group that's there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you're up in the group, wandering around, and you're just hearing more of the same of, no, I heard it's down. Why won't they let us down in the kitchens? It's it's got to be down there. Whatever's going on, it has to be down there, right? And one says, oh, they don't allow us in the kitchens normally. Why do you immediately assume it's the kitchens?
Perry's gonna to himself be like, they allow me anywhere.
Nira, what are you doing?
Probably still just looking around and listening to figure out what's going on and what we can do.
Okay. doesn't seem like there's much that you can do at the current time. There are people being questioned, but it's not, did you do it? It's more of, what do you know? How? Tell us what did you see? One of the administration of the monastery, they wear green robes, kind of a emerald green, crushed velvet kind of a robe. Notices you. I'm assuming you're wearing your armor.
Mm-hmm.
Notices you and walks over to you. Says, "Can I help you?"
Well, we heard the trouble and wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Well, not exactly. You're a paladin, right? We
Yes.
could actually use a paladin. How are you with dead bodies?
I'm just fine with them.
Okay, I just wanted to check. Would you come with me, please?
Yes. I'm going to be glancing around for Perry because I don't know where he went.
Yeah, he's. This individual has started to lead you towards the kitchens. Yeah, let's have you make a perception check looking for Perry. 23 is what you're rolling to beat.
We really need a t-shirt. Where's Perry? Dressed as Waldo.
I got a 20, but
20? Yeah, you see a lot of people, you don't see Perry. This individual begins to lead you into the kitchens and down the stairs.
if you see a drow, that's my companion. I seem to have lost him in the crowd.
Honestly, we have bigger things to worry about than a drow, but we'll keep an eye out for him.
I understand.
Perry, do you notice her going downstairs? Or going into the kitchen? You're in the area.
I would be paying attention to that sort of thing, but I did roll on that one. Which I'm proficient at perception, so technically that's a 19. But yeah. But I was planning to go into the kitchens anyway because that guy said that people weren't allowed there, and Perry likes to be where he's not allowed.
Okay. You don't you in the hustle and bustle you do lose track of Nira. However, you do happen to bump into her on the stairs as she's saying, "I've lost my companion."
Oh, hey there.
Where'd you go?
I was, checking out stuff.
The individual says, "Well, I'm glad that mystery has been solved.
Yes,
Can we
let's
move on
go.
to the next?" Okay, thank you. Walks down a short flight of stairs into the kitchen area. You guys walk in on a scene that is almost surreal. The kitchen in disarray, blood all over the floor, 2 clerics, one kneeling, one standing. The group in, just scattered in I'm guessing a circle around this scene of absolute horror. As you walk in, the clerics are just about to start chanting and trying to do this or perform this ritual. The cleric that is kneeling is wearing white robes with sapphire blue trim, outlined in silver. Symbols of Bahamut are present. as he's kneeling in the puddle of blood. You can see the blood starting to seep ever so slowly up his robes. He looks up and says, "Do we need to wait?"
No, no.
Okay.
Very well. Let us continue then. He begins to chant. Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
One of the clerics turns to you, the female that is standing up, says, "Please, if you could. You seem to have a connection to this individual. We could use your help. If the soul is free, we would like to give it additional reason to return. Can you share with us a memory?"
Yes. Nyx is gonna take out one of her. So there are 2 dolls that she got in the Beholder's Lair. I don't know if they're like kids' dolls or not.
They are, yes.
Oh, sweet. Nyx is gonna take one of them out, and kind of put it next to Sadie's body and talk about when Sadie was teaching her how to cook eggs and how it really didn't work. But just, it was a really good memory, and anyway, a loving moment that she misses and wishes Sadie were back. And anyway.
Okay. Let's have you make a persuasion roll.
Oriana's definitely crying. At that. Oh.
Give me a second, it fell on the floor. Of all times.
$14. Okay. The cleric says, "Thank you. Is there anyone else that can offer a memory?" Dox raises his hand. And he steps forward. "I remember the first time that I laid eyes upon Sadie. I remember finding that, it's... how odd could it be that such a fair young gnome could also end up in the same monastery that I'm in? And, of course, relationships are, for my station, are forbidden. My focus should be on my connection to the world and becoming one at this point. Relationships are strictly forbidden. But I remember thinking how odd it is that a being so fair and of my own race could enter into the same monastery. It was remarkable. It reminded me what is good and what is right in this world. What's worth fighting for? That is what I remember." He is also going to make a persuasion check.
That's kind of adorable.
Okay.
Harry steps forward and is like, "I remember that one time I showed her a snow cone."
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did. I was making snow cones. This is where I got my bucket for snow cones.
Yeah, we stole the bucket from here.
Okay.
I think she didn't really give me much of the time of day, really.
Well, we didn't learn to have flavor in them yet, Barry,
Yeah.
so it was just a thing of ice, but still cool.
As you step forward and offer this memory, the cleric, a little startled by this, turns and thank you for your memory. Let's have you make a persuasion check as well.
Ooh, that's a good one. 20.
20? Okay. Noted. She says, are there any other memories, dear memories, that you would care to share? If not, then we will proceed with the next stage. The chanting begins to intensify. The diamond is held out over the body as white light begins to pour, not only from the cleric but also from the diamond, focused into a beam that rests on Sadie's forehead. The light begins to intensify and the chanting begins to intensify, with the cleric getting louder and louder. As he stops, the light fades. The diamond has vanished. Little glowing specks from the diamond collapsing fall down and cover Sadie's body from head to toe and sink into the skin. "15 seconds goes by, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, as both clerics are holding their breath.
And Nyx is whoever's closest to her. She's like squeezing their hand in like death grip.
Ouch.
Sorry.
One cleric, the one that had performed the ritual, begins to search for signs of life, vital signs, checking the pulse, checking breathing. After checking for a little bit, he hangs his head, and you can see his shoulders deflate a little bit. He says, "I am sorry. For one reason or another, this ritual has been unsuccessful."
It didn't work?
I apologize.
There's still, if we can, yeah, we can try to find out if her soul's trapped. If her soul's trapped, we could try again.
Oh, okay. All right. Where would we start?
I don't even know how we would find that out unless we talk to a deity.
Wait, hold on.
She was stabbed by a knife. Can't you trap a soul in a knife?
But there's the problem of I'm gonna look at the clerics and be like, well, doesn't her body have to be preserved to try later?
If I remember right, I looked it up, and it's good for a year, or was it 2? Because we did this. Remember when we were worried about Edward's friend?
Oh.
Edgar,
it was
right?
Yeah,
Was it
Edgar.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, we were going to resurrect him if he died or something, and I looked it up. Oh, I could as well. We looked it up.
There is one of the clerics does say, "We can cast gentle repose, which will prevent the decay of the body." And Not that it's much of a concern, but it will also prevent it from becoming undead.
Oh, that'd be good.
Actually, that might be good. I'm gonna look at. Well, first I'm gonna look at Nyx. Just. And then I'm gonna look at Doc's.
Sorry for metagaming.
I guess.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna just look and see. And are we gonna try and bring her back again?
Well, of course we're going to try everything that we can.
Yeah. If we need to stick her in an ice box for a month, we're good. I'm down.
Let's proceed with the... how long does gentle repose last? The male cleric, who's still kneeling in the puddle of blood, says, it should last 10 days or so. I, unfortunately, am unable to cast it. Casting and Resurrection is kind of a once-a-day, only spell you can cast that day, kind of it's very tiring.
I can cast Gentle Repose.
Can you now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Then, by all means, let's... He stands up and holds out both hands to you, palms up. Says, I leave this body to you. He stands up from about just over his knees down. His robes are soaked in blood. He takes a step back and folds his hands in front of him.
And I will, is there a towel or something that I can put on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are towels around.
I'm
yes.
gonna
Save this for later, or
put a towel down and cast Gentle Repose. Like, get
Okay.
my pinch of salt, my 1 copper piece.
Okay. It actually takes 2 copper pieces, one
Yeah, one for
for
each eye.
each eye.
Yeah.
So as you kneel over the corpse, you begin to chant and perform the ritual as you've been taught. And you get the sense that this ritual has taken. This body will be protected from decomposition and becoming undead for
Okay.
10 days.
Yeah, we should get her
If I'm understanding the wording correct.
I believe so.
I guess we should get Master Docs we should put her somewhere safe
Yeah.
for now.
Do we have to put her somewhere special for it to continue to work, or can we just
No.
like lay her in her bed or something like
We
that?
can put her in her bed. It shouldn't matter where she's at.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe have someone watch her so her body isn't disturbed by curious people.
Good idea. And there's already things, probably people talking about stuff, so there might need to be information shared. And I look at docs, to clarify some things.
Docs says, well, if we can... There are places that... We will place her in my office. She won't be bothered there. I can keep a close eye on her. He turns to the individual that Nira led you down the stairs. Emerald green robes, kind of the crushed velvet. Says, Lila de Ver, what have you learned? Lila de Ver, as you've learned, this individual's name is, performs a very deep bow and says, Mr. Dux, some of the kitchen staff did see a black-robed individual in the kitchens that morning. Not many people pay attention to the low servants. But they did, a couple of cooks did corroborate that this individual wearing black robes did indeed stab Sadie in the back. I didn't get much of a description other than that they were pale and had a very defined widow's peak.
Oh, that was the guy that gave me the note this morning. I know his face. I'm gonna
Wait,
kill him.
Nix, do you still have the letter? I handed it back to you. Did you have it, right?
Yes, I
Wait,
do.
can I have it? Can I have
Yes.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. She stumbles, pulls it out, and hands it to Ariana. Here.
I'm gonna open the letter and then show it to Doxy and be like, do you recognize this handwriting, maybe?
He looks it over.
Or anyone here?
He says, I'm sorry, I don't,
What about the other?
what do you mean this individual handed you this letter? What do you know, Nix?
I'm gonna look at Nix.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
He's asking what happened.
He's asking, what do you know? How did you come by? How did you say you came by this?
Okay, so I was making breakfast, minding my own business, and this guy in black dark robes with a widow's peak came and handed me this letter, and that's pretty much it.
Did we know about this letter?
Well, Nix handed it to me.
Yeah, that's the one I went outside the window to read, and then I came back and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a letter, we gotta go.
Yeah, and then I guess I didn't tell the group. So when I read the letter, there's thieves' cant here as well. There was a letter within the letter, so to speak, telling, well, I guess Nix, the recipient, that she shouldn't have ignored his threat. And then I remember when we were in our shared dream, I guess, he'd mentioned it a little bit, and Nix told us, so I knew that we needed to get here. I knew what the threat was, which is why I ran.
Orcus?
Yes. Yeah. I guess I'll show everyone else the letter as well, just so, yeah, this is it. This is what she got.
And this was delivered by a local thieves guild is working for Orcus?
I don't know if it was apparently it was a hired hand here. I don't know how they knew thieves can't, or if Orcus, maybe Orcus does, which is a little alarming, and had them put it into the note. I don't know. I just know there was 2 messages here, and I could read both of them.
Lila de Vere turns to you, Nira, and says, can you make anything of this?
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking let's detect good or evil while we're in there, but I don't know how much good that's going to do me right now. But let's...
Is the servant still there who brought back the diamond?
No.
Because okay. Well, I put that in the chat.
I will say, as they were in, because you were actively looking for any sort of marks and checking everybody that came in. Yeah, the servant entered, left.
Okay.
You checked them. There were no issues. I wasn't sure if that was you saying you wanted to check the servant, or if you were whispering to me that you wanted somebody else to check the servant.
Oh no, I was definitely checking.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
no, they were clean.
Okay. Not that that's 100% guarantee, because people can be followers without being marked, but hey. It's a start.
It's a start, for sure.
I agree.
I'm gonna be a little bit obnoxious with that, sorry guys. Just a heads up.
I think it's a wise precaution.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
Okay. I am a little, well, okay, maybe that's a discussion for later, but this has me a little worried.
Okay, well, how can we find out who did it or where they're from?
I don't know if we can, honestly. Not every mystery is solvable. At least until we've talked to Orcus himself.
True,
Does
I
it-
guess.
do we-
Anyone related to Orcus?
I wonder if Nira could contact McKidiel. No, we can't talk to McKidiel, can we?
I don't know. I'll look at Nara.
I'm
We
not
need-
sure.
We need to try to find out if Sadie's soul's been trapped, or if she just chose not to come back.
Right. I think, though, we need to talk to Master Inu and fill him in on some other details that are pertinent to what's happening. Why this happened.
Are there any spells that have to do with communicating with spirits? People that have recently
Talk to
died?
deaths, though.
Oh, okay.
Oriana's not very experienced with cleric spells, but I will say yes.
What
I
does
believe so.
Ander think in all this?
Yes, you've been very quiet.
Well, he's a little confused. He doesn't know who the woman that was murdered and why she's important to all of you guys.
Oh gosh, Ander.
So, yeah, fill me in a little bit. This woman is important
what
to
do
you
you-
guys, and also you guys are messing with Orcus?
Oh shoot, guys, we need to go talk to him.
Yeah.
Should we go upstairs? I'm sorry.
She
this-
made the best chocolate chip cookies, Ander. You don't
Oh,
understand.
okay.
She did. Nyx will break down crying again.
No, no, no. Oh, okay. I'm gonna scoop up Nyx and just hold her for a little bit and be like, I think we need to go somewhere to talk.
Yeah.
I feel like a very long talk is getting a little overdue at this point.
let's
Okay.
let's
I think we need to
Let's
go back
do that.
upstairs. Maybe, can we use, Docs, can we use your office again?
I certainly,
Okay.
if you don't mind talking in the same room as poor Sadie here.
That's alright. I don't mind her being there.
Quickly, has this area been investigated?
Oh, right, yeah.
I couldn't Sunira, I cast detect magic and I couldn't detect any.
No magic.
And there was no physical evidence left behind. I checked for that. They kept it very, well, other than the blood, very clean.
If this was orchestrated by Orcus, I don't believe it was anyone. I think a minion from the abyssal plane would have left some kind of trace of magic.
Wait. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, but I'm going off that thought. If they knew to cover their tracks, there's a good chance they have done this before? Does it look... Sorry, DM. Does it seem... I don't know, maybe I'll look at Gurel. Did he follow us? He followed us to the monastery. Is he still with us?
He is...
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's still with you.
Okay. And just looking with just thinking out loud, could this have, if it was cleaned up expertly like that, no footprints, no fingerprint, or well, no handprints that I could see, nothing. Someone who knew what they were doing, maybe?
Right, and a professional assassin.
Was it cleaned up, or was it then evidence obfuscated? There is a difference.
Can I check? Or did I check? I don't know. That's my nat
Um,
20.
I think Perry and I should do some investigating.
Yeah,
He's an
Perry's
assassin.
a pretty
Previous.
accomplished
Oh yeah.
assassin.
I'm a paladin, so
and
yeah,
Perry,
we can
yeah.
have the both of you make investigation checks.
Andrew might as well try too. I mean,
Yeah, are you...
I can. Yeah.
Do you want to look around?
Yeah, I can look around. Oh, not 20.
good job.
Hey! That dice loves you, by the
I
way.
know.
Were we getting
Holy
investigation?
cow.
Yes, if you would
I'm
please.
happy I gave it to you.
16.
Yes, thank you
16,
very much,
okay.
Rachel.
Nira and Perry, your investigations show that, yeah, this is a murder. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This was not an accident. This was very much so intentional.
Can I tell by the wounds if the killer knew what they were doing, or if it was just like a crazed slashy slash?
Passion.
Yeah. They definitely knew what they were doing.
That doesn't make me feel better.
Observing the location of the entrance wounds, and how are you wanting to investigate that? Are you wanting to touch the body or just look?
I'll start by looking, and then if I need to dig down in there, Perry's not going to hold back.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him like Perry, be cautious of poison. Like
Also, I'm
possible.
holding Nyx. Don't scar her anymore, please.
As you very gently touch Sadie's back, trying to feel where exactly the wounds were placed. It is very shockingly well. It's shocking how well placed the incisions were made. Specifically just between the right ribs. It's a common technique among assassins that use a knife to stab between the 6th and 7th ribs. And that's exactly where you can tell which blow was the killing blow. That's exactly where it was placed. Of the 5 stab wounds, the 5th one was right in between the 6th and 7th ribs. That was definitely not an accident, especially on a gnome.
So perhaps somebody tried to make it look like a hack job, but they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Nira, from your investigation, you do see a pattern of blood spray or blood spatter. The individual was absolutely standing directly behind Sadie. Approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall. You'd be willing to place a decent bet that it was a male of some kind, just based off of the that it was a male of some race. You're not entirely sure which. Could be half elf, elf, human. Any number of possibilities. Probably not a dwarf. Dwarves are usually not tall enough to have prevented a blood splatter as much as this one did. They're usually a little bit wider, significantly.
I'm gonna look at Perry and give him kind of a knowing look, kind of sad, a little bit.
And what do I see? for my
You
investigation?
Mr. Nat 20.
in your investigation with a nat 20, you see everything that pretty much everyone else has seen. You don't have as much insight into assassinations as Perry does, necessarily. You don't glean too much more information. You do see, hearing Oriana and Garel talking about, was the evidence cleaned or was it just obfuscated? It's very clear that looking at the massive tracks leaving the room and just the mass hysteria that ensued after Sadie's assassination, there would not have been time to cover up any sort of tracks or any kind of marks. All of the marks from the assassin, handprints, footprints, they're there. But unfortunately, they are so mingled with everything, you're not able to tell whose footprint is whose and handprints. There are no murder weapons, so it's very likely that the killer took the knife with them.
Okay, I'm going to relay this to the group.
Yeah, I will say, just as a point of clarity, even with the other kitchen knives, and Perry, you figure that this knife, or the knife used, could not have been just a standard kitchen knife. This was a knife meant for assassination. And just as a point of clarity, none of the kitchen knives have any appreciable amount of blood on them that wasn't from regular cooking tasks. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then whoever did it had the audacity to drop off a note.
Well, what good would it do if we didn't find out about it?
You are absolutely correct. But it was quite an interesting move on Orcus's part.
As you guys have finished your investigations, there are a couple of servants that, Oriana, you notice are not... You don't notice any signs that they are related or working in any way with Orcus. They're not associated with him.
Okay.
The clerics have left,
Okay.
leaving instructions with Master Docs to contact them in 9 days so that they can renew the gentle repose.
Okay.
Sadie's body is being taken back through the back passages
Okay.
up to the offices, and the scene is being cleaned up by a couple of cooks who are they're just an emotional wreck, but they are dutifully cleaning up.
I vote we make our way to Dox's office and talk a little more freely about what's going on there.
Explain some things, please.
I agree. I totally forgot. Or, I've been in my own little head, so yes.
Which is
Okay.
understandable.
Okay. Yeah, let's head up to the office and... Oh my word, where do we even start, guys? I'm gonna look at the rest of the group who's...
Start at the beginning with you guys being hired.
Okay, I might abbreviate some of the beginning.
Yeah,
For the sake of time, I have been keeping up with the sessions.
Okay.
So I already, myself, Aaron knows what happens. So
yeah,
Okay,
for
Yeah.
the sake of brevity.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go into all... I was not
Okay.
gonna sit and explain the whole thing, but...
Yeah, no, I thought you'd give the abridged version.
Yeah, I'm gonna Oriana's gonna abridge it. I think Okay, I'm gonna put a pin, and I'm gonna look at Andrew and be like, we're gonna put a pin in Fluffy. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Later. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. She's gonna put more, stop and add more details with Orcus starting to appear at Dragglegon to them, and the dreams they had, and explain, with Nyx's permission, she's gonna ask Nyx first if she can share what Nyx shared with her, the dream about Dox and Sadie. Can I share that?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. So with Nyx's permission, she's gonna share with Dox Nyx's threat from Orcus, and then apparently how that played out.
Okay. I am going to find a chair and sit down.
Yeah, this.
Oh, and by the way, Orcus might be my dad.
Oh,
Why?
This
Talk to you
conversation.
I don't believe that. I believe it's a lie.
This conversation,
Talk
by
about
the way,
finding out where
is
your parents are.
this conversation, by the way, is taking course over several hours.
Oh, sorry.
Food. I'm assuming you're going into at least somewhat decent detail. Anders asking
Yeah.
probing questions.
Oh yeah. and
Sorry, I'm
Dox
making that
and-
assumption about your. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Dox
And anyone else who's
is
confused.
very interested to know what Nyx has been doing, but also very concerned, very confused.
This is why we need to talk to Inu. Do you know? Were we able to? Was anyone able to find him with all this going on?
Food has been brought to the room, mostly left untouched by Master Dox. Nyx, I don't know if you would be in any sort of condition to partake as well, but
Nope. Nope.
I didn't think so, but wanted to check.
do you also fill me in on who Inu is and the orbs, or not?
Oh,
Not this time.
we'll just say Inu is really old and wise for now.
Okay.
That's something he needs to share. Oh shoot! Because
And we're
there's-
looking for state secrets that we call marshmallows.
Yes. Yes,
That's
So
right.
yeah, we they call them marshmallows currently. I
I'm
am
gonna
not.
raise my eyebrows and ask, what are marshmallows?
Oh, they're from here actually. They're supposedly really good. I haven't tried them yet. That's what everyone
Oh.
keeps telling me.
Okay, well, I'm not from here, so I have no idea what they
Yeah.
are.
Well, maybe I'll have to try some.
Uh,
But
Dox
I
does.
think we should just tell him the truth.
Probably
we should
in
we
a
explain
different location.
But the marshmallows are so important.
I know, but Dox and Goril should not know about the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
both should not know that, and we cannot talk about where we're going from here, either. We were sworn not to talk about that.
So
There are things.
Gorel speaks up and says, "If you need me to leave the room for a little,
It's no. It's okay.
Master Dox,
Yes. Nyx.
how
Yes.
about the two
No.
of us take a walk?
Aye.
You and me. Let's go.
All
Let's go
right.
find some marshmallows for our friends, shall we?"
Well, okay.
Dox.
I'm laughing. Oriana's not laughing.
Dox nods and gets up and says, I know of a purveyor of marshmallows. They have a very special blend of 11 herbs and spices they put in there. Very good. Very, very unique to this region. Let's, we'll be back.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
investigate the room a little bit before we discuss any further.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
idea.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I don't know. Spy holes, thin walls,
Ooh, can I look for
windows that are
trapdoors
open, anything like that.
or secret doors, trapdoors? Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'm really good at that.
Let's have you look for that, Nero. Let's have you make an investigation check, just to make sure that the room is secure.
Can I cast something that would allow us to talk in private?
Oh,
I know that there's a spell. For the life of me, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I
think there was. What was it?
Is it Cone of Silence?
I think that makes so that nothing can make noise.
oh. But I feel like there is, but I am not sure, and Oriana has no clue, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Was that perception or investigation you wanted me to roll?
Investigation.
Okay.
Nira, as you walk around the room, you're knocking on the walls, looking for any signs that you've seen in the past for people that have prying eyes, not necessarily looking at wholesome material. People trying to hear into state secrets. This room is pretty watertight as far as those issues are concerned. You're most likely safe to speak openly in this room.
It's called Private Sanctum. I can cast it if we feel like we need to.
Well, and while Oriana's looking for secret doors or whatever, she's going to look back at Dragon and the others and be like, well, that might be a good idea. Honestly, one thing we eventually need to figure out is how on earth Orcus knows all this. How did he know about Nyx's parents? Nyx didn't even know about her parents. He knew before she did, I think.
Well, no.
How did he find...
It was after, but...
It was after. He threatened me with them after.
No, I know. No, the necromancer fortune teller Nyx told you about your parents. Or at least your father.
Well,
Remember?
that's what a fortune teller does.
But
They were working together. They repeated the same things to me. It wasn't a coincidence. They said the same intonations. It was really creepy. Same crooning at me. It was awful, but yeah, it was the same. I think they were working together. He knew about your parents before you did. He knew about Garel before I told any of you about Garel. How? He knew we were together. How on earth? I've never told anyone.
We should probably tell Ander about all of the individual threats we got too.
Okay.
Just so you know, Ander, if you walk with us, your family is going to be attacked.
My
anything you
family's
love.
all
Too late. I was gonna say too late
dead.
too
Yeah.
late for Andrew.
Yeah.
Too late for
Dead.
that.
Well, not family, just anything you care about. So he'll find
weakness.
anything you might care about, and
Yeah.
he'll offer it to you so that you can betray us.
Yes.
And he'll do it on an individual level.
You have a very cruel DM that will pull stuff out of your backstory like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's maybe we don't have to focus on that right now, but I eventually want to know how he knew those things. He knew way too much to make me comfortable. And well, I don't know if he knows where I am right now.
Well, he's a deity. I mean, I would assume he's got insight and.
Yeah, but he can't read our minds. He knew things I'd never spoken of before. But
Could the necromancer or the fortune teller been able to
well,
tell
They
some
can
of your past
detect
through
thoughts.
magic?
There's detect thoughts.
Yeah.
okay, so
That is-
maybe kind of read our minds.
That is a very good question, Ander. For next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Write that
Ander,
down.
what
Be
was
sure
your
to ask
question?
that again.
If the necromancer or fortune teller could have found out some of your backstory through magic.
Yes,
Oh.
I would almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he
Okay.
and Orcus are working together in any degree,
Oh.
then by going to that fortune teller, you basically gave Orcus an insight into your past.
Isn't
what about
divination
Barnabas?
fun?
But didn't Barnabas, he didn't touch him or give him a silver coin like we did.
I did not. But I
But-
mean, my stuff wasn't as much.
Wasn't as
as
detailed?
hidden. Yeah, it wasn't as hidden.
And if he
Or
knows
that,
this
yeah.
much about you guys, does he know about me? Should we just assume that he does at this point?
Or he will. I don't know if he knows you're walking with us yet, but as soon as he finds out, he'll try to get into your past. So I'm just saying, prepare.
Well,
He
he's gonna
will.
be ticked that I made it back with Garel.
And I was just gonna say we have to stay true to each other because if we start turning on each other, he'll win.
Yeah, it's true.
I agree.
So
Wait.
we're taking a risk letting you in here, Ander, but just let you know, hey,
So I'm a little concerned then if the necromancer was able to see past. Well, he did some weird past stuff too. What was with Perry's and dying with a saber through his or a blade through his back?
Like I said, that is a very good question
Dang it!
for
Sorry.
next time. We need to wrap it up.
these
It's
are all
10:30.
questions.
These are great questions. things to ponder through the week. If you get bored,